Welcome to History Crossroads, where past meets present, and every story reveals a new path through time. Welcome to History Crossroads, where we dive deep into the stories of history's most compelling and often overlooked figures. Today, we explore the life of an inventor whose name became synonymous with quality and authenticity, Elijah McCoy. Known as the Real McCoy, Elijah's story is one of resilience, ingenuity, and quiet revolution against the odds. But who was he really? Join us as we uncover his life from his humble beginnings to the legacy he left behind in American industry. Was he just an engineer with a few patents? Or was he something more? A trailblazer whose innovation silently powered an industrial revolution? Let's find out. Elijah McCoy was born May 2nd, 1844, in Colchester, Ontario, Canada, to George and Mildred McCoy, formerly enslaved African Americans who had escaped from Kentucky. Imagine the peril and courage it took to cross the Ohio River, often in darkness, relying on the kindness of strangers and the secrecy of the Underground Railroad. Every step they took to reach freedom was fraught with danger. George and Mildred's journey to Canada wasn't just about survival. It was about creating a future where their children could thrive free from the shackles of slavery. Their story isn't just a backdrop to Elijah's life, it's a testament to the resilience woven into his very DNA. This legacy of perseverance and ambition was something they passed on to their children, a gift and a responsibility. From a young age, Elijah showed keen interest in mechanics. While other children played, he dismantled and reassembled items around the house, anything he could get his hands on. Seeing his potential, his parents saved diligently, penny by penny, to send him to Scotland for a formal education in mechanical engineering at the age of 15. Just imagine a young black teenager in the 1860s navigating his way through a foreign country, learning complex engineering concepts in one of the world's oldest universities. Returning to the United States, Elijah had dreams of innovation, but no amount of skill could shield him from the racial discrimination that blocked him from the engineering positions he was qualified for. The Civil War had ended, but in the American workforce, equality was far from reality. So there he was, relegated to the role of a fireman and an oiler for the Michigan Central Railroad. But instead of allowing bitterness to cloud his vision, Elijah observed, listened, and learned. It's worth asking ourselves, how many innovations and ideas have been lost or delayed because of prejudice? Elijah didn't have the luxury of simply being an engineer. He had to be an engineer in secret, in moments stolen between tasks, driven by passion rather than recognition. The recurring problem was frustratingly simple yet persistent. Engines needed to be stopped constantly for manual lubrication. Every time a train halted, time and money were lost. For Elijah, this inefficiency was not only inconvenient, but a puzzle waiting to be solved. After hours of thought, sketches, and experiments, he devised the lubricating cup, a device that could continuously oil an engine's moving parts while it operated. The ingenuity of this innovation can't be understated. His innovation didn't just streamline operations, it redefined efficiency standards in the industry. It wasn't long before word spread, and soon railroad companies began requesting the real McCoy, a phrase born out of the reliability of his design. The lubricating cup was so transformative that it became a standard in steam engines and later in factories across America. Elijah McCoy had quietly engineered a revolution. Think about how powerful this is. Imagine being a worker in the 1800s, where so much was physically demanding, and suddenly a small invention changes everything. How would it feel to know you've not just saved time, but contributed to an industry? This is the magic of an industrial revolution. Sometimes the simplest changes make the biggest impact. Despite his contributions, Elijah's inventions were rarely if ever credited to him publicly. Financially constrained, he often had to sell his patents to white owned companies, who then reaped the profits. While they grew wealthy, Elijah remained in the background, a silent innovator. Imagine the frustration of seeing your ideas bring success to others while you struggle to receive acknowledgement, let alone fair compensation. And yet, Elijah McCoy continued. Throughout his career, he registered over 50 patents, a feat remarkable in any era, but especially in post Civil War America for a black inventor. Each patent represented a piece of him, a testament to a relentless spirit that refused to be extinguished by social barriers. It's a powerful reminder of the cost of progress. McCoy's story isn't just one of invention, but of the uncredited labor that fueled an industry. How different would history look if people like McCoy had received their due recognition? In 1920, with the help of his wife Mary, Elijah established the Elijah McCoy Manufacturing Company, finally producing his inventions under his own name. It was a significant moment, a chance to own his legacy, to present his inventions with pride. But life dealt him a hard hand. His later years were marred by financial difficulties, and Mary tragically died in a car accident. Alone and in declining health, Elijah faced financial hardship in his final years. Yet, Elijah McCoy's impact on American industry was profound and enduring. Though he passed away on October 10th, 1929, his inventions continue to influence the engineering world. Today, McCoy is rightfully honored in the National Inventors Hall of Fame, and his legacy is woven into the fabric of modern engineering, a testament to the power of determination in the face of adversity. Elijah's story invites us to ponder: how do we honor the pioneers whose shoulders we stand on? Today, when we say, quote, the real McCoy, we weren't just talking about authenticity. We were speaking to the legacy of a man who revolutionized industry without ever stepping into the spotlight. The phrase real McCoy remains a testament to Elijah McCoy's ingenuity. His journey from a young boy in Canada to a legendary inventor embodies the power of grit and intellect, even when society tried to keep him in the shadows. His legacy is not just in the machines he improved, but in the very spirit of American invention, a spirit that says, no matter who you are, let your work speak for itself. His life story challenges us to recognize and celebrate those inventors who have quietly shaped the world we live in. Thank you for joining us on History Crossroads. If this episode resonated with you, consider subscribing and sharing it with others who love uncovering the hidden gems of history. Remember that sometimes the real stories are the ones we've never heard, hidden just beneath the surface, waiting to be told. Until next time, this is History Crossroads, where the past meets the present.